Good morning. This is Scott Cullen. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Cannata Report. It's Fridays with Frank, and here with me this morning is Frank Cannata, founder of the Cannata Report. How's it going, Frank?
It's going extremely well. Thank you, Scott. And
Okay, well, it's going well here too. And we've got an interesting topic that we're going to explore this morning. There's something that's bugging you, and it has to do with production print, manufacturers and dealers, and somehow never the twain shall meet. But you're going to get right to the bottom of this and talk about what kind of has been troubling you about this whole dynamic. And it's nothing new, really, is it?
No, not at all. And I've just come to the realization that manufacturers are not overly enthused about moving their entire production print line through dealers. And I'm talking about taking the cut sheet, digital cut sheet press, 100 pages, 120 pages, 140 pages a minute, up to including and through the industrial print line. I think that is so critical to the future of the business that we were involved in, the independent dealer channel. It's clear to me that they don't want to fully partner with dealers in production print, and that I honestly believe it's universal. I'm not singling out one or two companies here. That's a universal opinion. And it really troubles me because it is so short-sighted that it just boggles my mind. I can't understand for the life of me, if you're selling a product line and you already have developed an independent dealer channel network, not to take advantage of that to the fullest extent. Now, is every dealer going to be able to participate? No. But the 20% that do 80% of the business will, or can, if the line is good and is fully supported, which some of them seem have a real problem doing. So, you know, it just, I can't comprehend the rationale. And what I've tried to do is encourage manufacturers to be more open with dealers on what they have coming, help them prepared. And I said, the best way you can do that is you're going to introduce a new product and you're very excited about its capabilities and you start ballyhooing it. And yet you haven't even done your beta test yet, which is fine. It's good to know. It's good to let dealers know what's coming. That's always a good idea. I'm not criticizing that. I think it's great they do that. But include a dealer in the beta test. And I've gone down this road before, Scott. I've had serious discussions with manufacturers through the years. And I had not recently. I have not had that kind of discussion recently. And getting into an interchange is what I mean here. They would share with me, well, the concern is that the dealer would then share what he's learning with other dealers about the machine. And you can't have that in a beta test. And I understand that. So what they're saying is it's a lack of trust. It's a lack of trust in somebody they continually say is their partner, which is nonsense. Stop looking at dealers like it's 1980. I mean, here we are in 2021. And I mean, I just keep hearkening back to last year's survey. And I love what you wrote about the top revenue dealers. We had 14 $100 million dealers participate, and they represented 30% of the revenue. Those businesses didn't get that way by not honoring commitments of any kind. And you mean to tell me that if a manufacturer invited someone like, and I'll happy to mention names because everyone knows who they are. Somebody like Gordon Flesch, for example. and particularly in the production print, because they sell a lot of commercial printers in the Midwest, and they know that business as well as anybody. To say that they couldn't handle a beta is ridiculous. To say that you couldn't trust them is even more insulting. And it seems that some of the manufacturers wake up in the morning and say, how can I really piss off my dealers who are selling production print? It's just amazing to me. And I'm hoping that they wake up. And I've had, and please understand, I'm saying this across the board for everybody. And I highly value the relationships we have. And you know, I've had two companies that I respect highly, and I shared the same thing with you. You got a new product coming out. It's very exciting. They're happy to share the specs with us, tell us about it, and kind of give us, and obviously we do that with a high degree of confidentiality. And I say, why don't you include dealers in the beta? Just pick at least one. And for one manufacturer said, I'll give you 5. You pick one that I know carries the line, so it's not going out and putting on a new dealer. And they both said the same thing. And again, I'm talking to American executives here, and both said the same thing. It's not a bad idea. They were not against it, but they feel that if they even suggest it to Japan, it will not go over. It won't go over well. I don't know what we can do to enlighten them or to make them more aware of what the consequences for that decision is, and the consequences of being reluctant to sell the whole line or make the whole line available. If what we're seeing is to continue, and by that I mean the erosion of A3 MFP, and I don't think anybody here is saying A3 MFP is going to be around for a very long time. And you and I, you know, we've gone down this road with CJ, trying to figure out what can we tell our readers? Well, the fact of the matter is, you know, I think I've always been optimistic in terms of the industry, in terms of what's going on, in terms of their future, in terms of our future. Well, right now, I ain't feeling that optimistic, because if the industry is to continue, is to really survive in a viable manner, that really has the capability to be sustainable, it needs to move upstream. There has to be a replacement for the revenue lost with A3 MFP, period, end of story. Dealers can no longer be dedicated. They have to find a partner that says to them, we make production, we will sell you production, we will support production, and you will be a true partner. That's what they must demand. That is the partner they will need to go forward. And I can't put it any other way.